Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Another Saturday. Another week passed just like that, huh? So we are going to be spending the next hour and a half together on this sequence of exercise to basically enhance our health, primarily to prevent premature aging, starting with the brain and all the critical organs by doing basically three things. ABC, always be compassionate. Learn how to manage your cortisol, your most important stress hormone. And then finally, exercise in such a way that enhance the flow of energy and to preserve what we call the essence. So we're going to be dividing this into essentially three and a half parts. The first part, we're going to end with a 5-minute meditation. And then but before we do that, we're going to be doing some stretching, mainly the stretching the energy line in the back and the side, which are the part that is facing the sun. So these are what we call the yang energy. All right. So we're going to learn how to do 3 deep breaths first. And so I want you to focus on your body. It's always about the body and the mind. Stretch your spine, pointing the top of the head towards the ceiling, and then lean back. And after you lean back to a point where you felt like you're just going to fall over, then you relax. Now to the shoulder, open the shoulder and then relax the shoulder. Okay, so now I want you to focus on the center of your palm. Bring the hands together, locking the fingers, put that right below the belly button. There's an energy point there called the Sea of Qi. The Chinese believe that this is the energy point that you receive all the energy from your mom when you're inside the womb. I want you to breathe in, and then as you breathe in, lift up the body, raise the hand all the way to right here, which is the center of being between the nose and the lip. This is actually where the energy going from the yang and then into the yin. Okay, so we have an energy flow from the back to the front. So get ready. Breathe in. Breathe out. Looking at the hands, stretch the elbow. Now turn your heads back so you're looking at this at the camera, and then unlock your fingers. Stretch your elbow, and as you come down, I want you to imagine that you're like climbing a mountain, stretching the upper part of your arm, and then back. Relax. Lock your fingers again. Sit up straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Unlock your fingers. Lock your elbow. Climb the mountain, stretching the upper part of your arm. Back again, relax. One last time, breathe in. Breathe out. Looking straight ahead. Climb the mountain and relax. Very important that we understand the difference between the energetic and the restorative mode. So when we're moving our body, that's energetic. And as soon as we're done, we're back to the restorative. And when you're in the restorative mode, you focus on your breathing. I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. Back again, fingers locking, palm facing up, palm facing down. Stretch, lock your elbow, eyes forward. Bring your hands up. Feel the stress on your fingers and your wrist. Keep bringing it up all the way up to the top of the head. So now the palm of the hand is facing the sky. And now I want you to focus on your lower back, starting at the lower back, and then stretch upper body as if you're pushing the top of the head towards the ceiling. And then now roll back, hold it, back in the middle, push and stretch entire body to the left, hold it, back to the middle, stretch again, lock your elbow now, all the way to the right, back to the middle, stretch all the way to the left, back to the middle, stretch all the way to the right, back to the middle. Focus on the center of your palm, bring your hands down. And once again, back to the restorative, focusing on your breathing. I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. So you notice that when we do exercise here, we always alternate between energetic and restorative. That's going from the fight or flight, or the rest and digest. It's very important to maintain that balance between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. Okay, that's called managing your cortisol. You need the cortisol to survive. So when you need it, you want it to rise as fast as you can. But as soon as you don't need it, you want it to just disappear so you can restore all your biological function. But more importantly, you want to restore the sensitivity to the cortisol. When you're under stress all the time, which is what happens to human beings in the last 60, 70 years, we are always under stress. Then what happens is that the body loses its sensitivity to cortisol. Cortisol is, what is cortisol? Cortisol is anti-inflammatory, right? It's a form of steroid. It's the body's natural way of healing yourself, getting rid of the inflammation. When you lose sensitivity to that, what happens? Your body starts to inflame. And when your blood vessel inflame, it repairs it by sending out what we call LDL, right? LDL. So you have a problem with heart attack, and when your brain start to inflame and there's no way to heal it, then you start to have dementia, and everything comes from that. So management of cortisol is what we're trying to do here, and we do that by alternating, creating that balance, that yin yang balance. Okay. All right. So we continue. Open that shoulder, relax that shoulder. Now right hand touching the left shoulder. Lean back the forehead so your top of the head is pointing the sky and you feel the stress on your right shoulder. Now take the left hand, grab the right elbow. Okay, now the entire body stretch. You feel the stretch on the right side of the body. Okay, and come back the other way and stretch. And come back to the restorative, focusing on the breathing. I know I'm breathing in. Feel your breath. I know I'm breathing out. Always relax on the out breath. Relax. Okay, continue. Open that shoulder. Relax that shoulder. Left hand, palm facing up. Right hand between the fingers and the palm. Bring the hands down. Now focus on the left elbow. Push that elbow. Push that elbow. Eyes forward. Use the elbow to push your arm up. Now you feel the stress on your finger and your wrist. Now, without turning your body, look straight ahead. Take your left hand and bring it all the way to the right. Stretch that shoulder. Come back and then relax. Back to the right hand. Bring it down. Elbow push. Eyes forward. Push the arm up with your elbow. Feel the stress on your wrists and your fingers. Now bring your right hand to the left without turning the body. And then come back and relax back to the restorative. Focusing on your breathing. I know I'm breathing in. Feel your breath. I know I'm breathing out. Okay, so that's called mindfulness. Mindfulness just means you want to figure out where you anchor your mind. And you anchor it either on your body when you're in energetic mode, or you anchor it on your breath when you're restorative mode. Okay, and if you don't anchor your mind somewhere, your mind's going to drift away and it's going to go places that you don't want. Okay, that's where all your emotions come from, is that it goes wherever it wants to go. Okay, it's a little child. If you don't hold on to the hands, they're going to run into the traffic, right? Okay, now we're going to continue. Open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, lean back up the torso. Okay, now right hand, palm facing up, left hand, palm facing down. Make sure that the wrist is 90 degrees. Now open the shoulder. Okay, now focus on the right hand, center of the palm. Imagine the sky has fallen onto the center of your palm and you have to push it back up. Push, lock your elbow. Now imagine the earth has somehow popped up into the center of your left palm. You want to push it down. Now you take your right hand, you lean back the right hand, you rotate your head to the left until you reach the shoulder, but you keep rotating your eye as if you're looking at your back. Now you bring back your eye and you bring back your head, and then you relax. Now the other way, open that shoulder, Push up the sky, all the way up, lock your elbow. Push down to earth, all the way down, lock your elbow. Okay, now lean back the left hand, rotate the head to the right, to the shoulder. And then now keep rotating the eye as if you're looking at your back. Bring your eye back, bring your head back, and then very slowly relax. Back to the restorative. I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. So notice that I said knowing. That's the 4 steps of learning how to be mindful to your breath. You start with knowing, then you go anchoring, then you go contemplation, and then you go letting go. Okay, 4 steps. All right, so now we're just going to do the first step, which is just to know that you're breathing. That's all. Most of us don't even know that we're breathing. Now we're going to do some simple exercise, starting with what we call stretching the dragon's back. So we're going to sit, open that shoulder again, relax that shoulder. Put your hands together, locking the fingers. Put that on your lower back, palm facing up, palm facing down. Now push it down until you lock your elbow. Now focus on the top of the head, okay? Now stretch the top of the head up and then push the hands down, one up, one down. And then relax. Now I want you to focus on the forehead. Bring back the forehead and bring up your arm. And then relax. Back to the restorative. Okay, now we're gonna the next set exercise is gonna be very, very strenuous and energetic. So it's very important that you come back to your restorative, focusing on your breathing. Feel how if you're huffing and puffing, then you're doing it wrong, okay? Now open the shoulder, relax that shoulder. Take your right hand, touching your spine, the 2 fingers pointing to the lower back. Lean back the forehead, okay? Now focus on the right shoulder. Stretch the right shoulder up and relax. Take the other hand, okay? Pointing 2 fingers to the lower back, but lean back your forehead and looking straight ahead, okay? Now focus on your left shoulder and stretch that shoulder up and relax. Back to the restorative. Don't be such a hurry, okay? Always back. Retraining your body to know that when you're in energetic, it's as if you're facing danger. The body knows how to release stress hormone, and then let your body know that when the danger is over, it knows how to restore your biological function. Okay, now open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Take your right hand, the back of the hand at the lower back, 2 fingers pointing to the left shoulder. Focus on the right shoulder, stretch the shoulder down, all the way down, as far as you can. Okay, relax. Take the other hand, 2 fingers pointing to the right shoulder. Focus on the left shoulder. Stretch that shoulder down, as far down as you can. Now take the other hand, touching the fingers, back, so you're looking straight ahead. Okay, now focus on the 2 shoulders. Right shoulder up, left shoulder down. Okay, relax, back to the restorative. Okay, make sure your breathing is back to normal. No need to hurry. Open that shoulder, relax the shoulder, right hand. Okay, at the lower back. Now, bring your hands down and then take the other hand. Looking straight ahead, 2 shoulders, left shoulder up, right shoulder down, and relax. Back to the breathing. Focus on your breathing. Slow down your breathing. Okay, now we're going to do the last exercise, which is called the reverse Buddha. Open that shoulder, relax that shoulder. Now try to push the hip forward, lean back the upper torso. Put the 2 hands together, fingers touching, center of the palm touching. Put that on your lower back, fingers pointing down. Fingers point up, bring it up. Try to keep the center of your palm together. Sit up straight, Use the palm to push your spine forward and then open that shoulder. Now focus on your breathing, one breath at a time. I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. And relax, okay? Now we're going to sit for 5 minutes and basically sit in such a way and focusing on our breath in such a way that we activate the parasympathetic nerve, we activate the rest and digest. This is very important, okay? Now we're only going to sit 5 minutes today, all right? And I like you to get in the habit of sitting at least 15 minutes a day, perhaps before you go to sleep. 15 minutes a day is 1% of your entire day. There are 24 hours a day, basically 1,440 minutes a day. So 15 minutes is only 1%, right? If you invest 1%, you get 99 times return, all right? Now, so it's very important that you create this opportunity for yourself to really relax and not to release any stress hormone for at least 15 minutes a day, okay? All right, so how do we do that? We actually start with the body. We want to find a way that we can sit to not release any stress. So how do we do that? We try not to use any muscle. So when you sit, whether you're sitting on a chair or you're sitting on a yoga mat like I am, you want to make sure that your knees are touching. And if you're not touching, put some pillows and blankets. So not using muscle. So that's the first part. There are 7 parts to this. The second ones are the hand. Just relax your hand. Put that on your knee. Put that on your thigh. Put that on your calf. Anywhere. Just don't lift it up. The third part is the most important, which is essentially the weight of your body. And you want it to sit in such a way that the weight of the body is on itself and not use any back muscle. A lot of you, if you sit for a long time, you notice that your back hurts. That's because you're using your back muscle. So how do we not use the back muscle? Well, you focus on the top of the head as if somebody grabs that hair on top of your head and just stretch your body toward up, all the way up, as if you want to hang that skeleton onto the ceiling, okay? And then after you stretch, you lean back to a point where you feel like you're just going to fall off now, but back up a bit so you're not falling off. And then you relax. So what happened now is that the weight of the body is on top of the spine, and you're minimizing the use of your back muscle, okay? Now to the fourth part, which is the shoulder. So open that shoulder. When you open the shoulder, there are 2 energy points here called the gate to cloud. It's as if you're opening up the gate. Now you focus on the top of the shoulder. There are 2 energy points there called the well. So you relax, relax, relax. Okay, drop that shoulder. Now the remaining part that you're supporting with muscle is the head, which is quite a bit, okay? So you focus on your forehead and you lean back the forehead until your ears is up actually on top of the shoulder. The weight of the head now is on top of the spine. It's like putting a bowling ball on a bamboo stick. But now the energy point that is on top of the head, where all the yang energy meet, is actually pointing back. So what you want to do is you want to focus on your chin, and you bring down your chin a bit until the top of the head is actually pointing straight up. We call this the one pillar supporting the sky. There's additional benefit, which is that you're putting a little bit of pressure on your 2 arteries on the side, which is actually the part that senses your oxygen. And if there's not enough oxygen, it basically commands the heart to work harder. This is one reason why you have high blood pressure. So by putting a little bit of pressure there, you actually are relaxing yourself. Now there's 2 remaining parts. The second to the last is the eyelid. So relax your forehead, relax between your eyebrow, and then relax your eyelid as if the baby is falling to sleep. They don't shut their eye. They just relax the eyelids. So you can actually see your hand, your knee, and the floor. The one final part is the tip of the tongue. So I want you to relax the inside of your mouth, relax the teeth. Now take the tip of the tongue and put it between the teeth and the roof of your mouth, which is actually right behind this energy point called the middle of being. Now, this does two very important things. What it does is that it activates the saliva glands, so you feel the saliva inside your mouth. When you're in fight or flight, first thing it does is shut off your saliva gland. And when you feel that you have salivas in your mouth, that means that you are absolutely in rest and digest. But it does something else. It actually connects the yang energy with the yin energy. Okay? This is where it comes together. Now, focus on your body for one last time, which is that you need to bring a smile into your face. You do that by focusing on this body and being very gracious. It's from that gratitude that you can bring that happiness to your mouth, to your face. So I want you to feel your body, be very grateful to this body, and show that gratitude by bringing a smile into your face. So now we're done with the posture. Let's focus on the breath. We're in stationary form, so our mindfulness is on our breath. And we start with knowing. I know I'm breathing in. Feel your breath. I know I'm breathing out. Okay, it's very important to start there because this allows you to create that awareness. You're aware that you're breathing in. You're aware that you're breathing out. Now we're going to do the next step, which is going from knowing to anchoring. We anchor our mind onto a belly button. When we know that we're breathing in, use your mind as if you're taking the belly button, bring it all the way across the room. Now, just your mind, okay? Because your body will follow the mind. When you do that, the stomach actually opens because the diaphragm is being pushed down. And when you know that you're breathing out, use your mind as if you're bringing that belly button all the way to the back. The body would follow, the stomach collapses, and your diaphragm pushes up. That's all we need to do. Okay, that's all we need to do. Back to the posture, go to the 7 points, check every single part of your body, and then start focusing on the belly button. I know I'm breathing in, open that stomach. I know I'm breathing out. Now, as simple as this sound, your mind is not going to want to do this. Your mind's going to want to drift away. As soon as you notice that, bring the mind back. And then just do it one more breath. After you do one breath, ask yourself to do another one at a time, one step at a time, okay? 5 minutes. Okay, open your eyes. So last couple of times I mentioned a little tools that you can get that will help you um, uh, relieve your stress while you're sitting. And the reason for that is that there's been a study, and I talked about this before, where when not just relaxing, you can't just do this by sitting and listen to music. You actually have to learn to do abdominal breathing by moving the diaphragm and relieving the stress that are internal to your body. Because the Chinese believe that anger and anxiety and fear and all that actually are trapped inside the energy in your body. And so by learning how to do abdominal breathing, it actually relieve a lot of that anxiety and stress. And it has the benefit of reducing inflammation overall, particular to the brain. So there's the study that I'm referring to is the one where they took a sizable population of people, teach them how to do abdominal breathing, and then measure what is called the heart rate variability, which is basically how your heart rate reacts to your breath. So when you're taking a breath in, it turns out that you're actually putting you're actually in fight or flight, and your heart rate goes up. And when you breathe out, you're now back to the restorative. You're actually in the rest and digest. And what they measure is the variability of that. Now, most of us who have who have since lost the art of um, relaxation, we think that by not stressing ourselves, that's relaxation, right? It's like if you don't turn off the air conditioning, your house would be warm. That's not true, right? You actually have to turn on the heater. Anyway, and I mentioned that there's a much simpler way. Someone actually, one student actually sent me some information on something you can buy that will measure heart rate variability. But actually, by just measuring your resting heart rate would be good enough. And you can get something that just measures the heart rate, or you can get something that actually has a iPhone app, and you can see, you can put your iPhone in front of you, and you can see how your heart is doing, right? So right now, my oxygen is 98, my pulse rate is 76, and it's not measuring my breath rate yet. But 70, for me, 77 is very high. And so I like my resting heart rate to be less than 60. I can't do that in front of the class. I can do that when I'm alone and when there's not light shining on me, okay? Because the light actually energizes you. All right. So this is a very good way. It's for $20, you can get that and put that in front of you. Just, you can actually even just monitor how your heart beats. And when you're excited, it's just like this. And you can just regulate it and it will help. Okay. It will help to 15 minutes worth of therapy, self-therapy, putting yourself in rest and digest. That's all we need. That's all we need. All that modern medicine turns out that it's just that we don't know how to we don't know how to do rest and digest. That's it, right? If you know how to do rest and digest, your body regains the sensitivity to a medicine that God has given you, which is a natural steroid. You're done. You're happy. You can sleep. You can eat. All right. So now we're on to the second part. The second part turned out to be very important too, which is to show loving kindness to yourself and loving kindness to others. It turns out that the study that I had mentioned in the past said that out of the three, this is the most important, is to maintain that sense of compassion, starting with your body, right? Now, you notice that sometimes I say loving kindness, sometimes I say compassion. It's actually the four facets of something called the four immeasurables. Loving kindness, loving kindness is very simple. Loving kindness is like your mother. When you fall, you run to your mother. She just hold on to you, giving you all the love that you need. Compassion is a little bit different in that the desire to provide healing. And so it's not just that she hugs you, but she cleans you, she put on a band-aid. That's number two. Number three is empathy. Empathy is a little bit different than compassion. People can be very compassionate and be judgmental at the same time. But empathy is love without judging. Just, I'm here for you, right? And then finally is equanimity. Okay, there is such thing as compassion fatigue. If you care too much, then you fall into that your own emotion would dominates. And so equanimity is when you want to learn how to let go of your own your own feeling. Okay, so I'm going to explain that and how to apply to a self. So we're going to do some joint exercise. We do joint exercise because of loving kindness. We want to provide that therapy to ourselves. This is a body, this is a vehicle, this is a tool. This guy is been following us, supporting us all these years. It deserves loving kindness. A body that has no loving kindness is like a family that has no love. It's a broken family, right? So if you show enough love to your body and you show enough love to the others, then all of a sudden you restore that harmony in your habitat, and there's no reason for any part of your body become cancerous. So focus on that body again, stretch your spine, open that shoulder, relax that shoulder. We're going to do some joint exercise. Focus on the center of your palm now, and then bring up your hand. Focus on your wrists. Show the love to your wrists. And as you rotate, I want you to feel the compassion to your body, because you're doing this to relieve any pain in your body. So focus on that wrist. Feel your wrists. Examine your wrists without judging. Okay, don't judge. Just feel it. Whatever feeling you have, accept it. Now we're going to go the other way. Make sure you focus on the wrists and not anywhere else. You're anchoring your mind onto your body because you're in a dynamic form. You're doing dynamic meditation. Okay, so we've been here together now for 35 minutes. We haven't stopped meditating. It's just that sometimes we do a dynamic form, a moving form of meditation, and sometimes we do a stationary form of meditation. And now I want you to focus on the center of your palm. Bring down the hands, back to the body. Open that shoulder. Relax feel that shoulder. Be very compassionate to your body. Focus on the center of your palm again. Bring up the hand. Going to move from the wrist to the elbow. Again, feel that elbow. Being very compassionate to your elbow. You're doing exercise not to beat the body into submission. You're doing exercise because you want to relieve any pain and suffering in your body. Okay? And now we're going to go the other way. Go the other way. You show great compassion and loving kindness to your children, to your grandchildren, to your dog, to your cat. Why not to your body? Why not to your body? Okay? One rotation at a time. Now bring down your hands. Once again, back to the shoulder. Open the shoulder. Relax the shoulder. We're moving from wrist to elbow to shoulder now. So focus on the center of your palm. Bring up your hand, crossing your hands, following your hand. And when it reaches the top of the head, I want you to stretch. And then as you come down, as if you're touching the wall with the center of your palm. And when you get down here, I want you to relax. Bring up your hands again. Focus on your shoulder. Stretch. Open. Feel the pain in your shoulder. Bring it back up. Open the shoulder. Feel the pain on your shoulder. This is the time when you use empathy now. You should be very empathetic to your body. Don't judge your body. Feel that pain. Understands that pain. And then let go of the pain. Okay. Don't let that pain go from suffering. Okay. Don't let that create any negative feeling in your body. Just feel it. Bring it up. Stretch. Open. Feel it. Understand it. Accept it. And then let it go. One last time. Stretch. Open the shoulder. And then relax. Do the other way. Open the shoulder first. Bring it back up. Stretch. Bring it back down. Bring it back up. Stretch. Bring it back down. Up again. One last time. Stretch. And then down. Open the shoulder. Relax. Bring up your hand. Now we're going to get a lot more pain now in the shoulder. This is the time you practice empathy. Okay. Now bring up your hands. Open the shoulder. Feel the pain. Just tell your body, I understand that pain. And then let go of the pain. That way, when the next time you will be feeling it Again, without your emotion. Feel it, accept it, let it go. Open that shoulder. Feel it, understand it, accept it, and then let it go. Open. Open the shoulder, feel it, accept it, understand it, let it go. One last time. Open, feel it, and then let it go. Sit up straight, hands in the back, bring it up, stretch, and all the way back. Stretch, bring it down, all the way back. Stretch, and then bring it back down. Spend a little bit of time now on the restorative, going from dynamic back to static, focusing on the breathing. I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. Okay, so a lot of times I notice, well, not a lot of times, all the times I notice that people do exercise wanting to just beat that body into submission, right? I want to run miles. I want to do this. I want to do this, right? And you're trying to beat that body into submission. Don't beat your body into submission. Your body is your partner. You do it to relieve pain, and you do it with compassion. All right. Open the shoulder. We're going to do 3 internal chi exercise. First one, double blade. Okay, now we're going to do one hand at a time. So make sure that your left hand is stationary. Focus on the center of your palm, making a nice big circle, following the center of your palm. Bring it as far back as you can. Feel the pain on your shoulder and just tell your body, I got it. I accept you. But don't judge your body. Open, feel the pain, understand that pain, let go of the pain. Feel your pain, understand that pain, let go of the pain. Feel the pain, let go of the pain. Two more times. Right hand, and then one last time, left hand. Open, feel it, and then let it go back to the center of your palm, and then relax, focusing on the breathing. Second exercise, throwing your fist. Open the shoulder, bring up your right hand, focus on the center of the palm, making a fist. Get ready. Up, feel the vibration coming back to your shoulder. Up, come back. Down, sit up straight. Down, up, up, down, down. One more time. Up, up, down, down. Open that shoulder. 2 hands. Open the shoulder first. Follow your fist. Follow the center of your palm. Get ready. 1. Feel the vibration coming back to your shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we often said when someone is going through a painful part of life, and you're a good listener, you go next to your friend and says, "I feel you." So this is what we do. You feel your body, right? Something that is so basic that we don't know how to do. How do you feel your body, right? All right, so let's feel our body. We're going to do the next exercise, the last of the 3, called loosening up the shoulder. This is actually a very simple exercise that allows you to activate the vagus nerve, a big part of the rest and digest. It actually starts with the neck, bottom of the neck, shoulder, back, and then all the way wrapping into your internals. So not only are we going to be stretching the shoulder and the neck and the back, we're going to be doing some deep breathing again using the diaphragm. Okay, but you do this with compassion. This is all about your body. You want to give your body loving kindness and compassion. Okay, all right, so sit up straight, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. And when you open the shoulder, this is called the gate to the cloud. This is a very important energy point for the lung energy line. Now you take your thumb, you just very gently put that there, roll up your hands. Okay, so let's do the 4 basic posture, 4 basic form, okay? First one is about raising that shoulder, raising your elbow, raising your upper torso, as if you're bringing your shoulder all the way up to your ears. The second one is about opening up the shoulder, pointing the elbows back as if you're squeezing the tennis ball in the back. The third one is about lowering your hand, lowering your shoulder, and completely relax. The fourth one is about pointing your elbow forward. Okay, so you're actually hunching, looking down at the floor. Okay, now from here we're gonna start um, coordinate it with the breathing. So as we take our hands up, we start to look at the front, and this is when we breathe in. Close your mouth, looking at the ceiling, and as we open and come down, we breathe out. Back, breathe in, open, and then breathe out. As you breathe in, I want you to feel the fresh air into your body. I want you to be very grateful. As you come down, I want you to feel the air coming out your nostril, and I want you to be very forgiving. Breathe in, open, breathe out. Breathe in, be very grateful to your body. Open, breathe out, accepting your body as is. Breathe in, open, and then breathe out. Breathe in, looking straight up, come down, looking straight ahead, and then breathe out. Breathe in, open, breathe out. One last time. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Lower your hand. All right. So that was about what we call the vagus nerve, which is the 10th cranial nerve. So now we're going to do something else, which is chanting. But we chant with our four loving kindness, our four immeasurables. Remember now, loving kindness, compassion, empathy, and equanimity. All right. So chanting is about activating the 9th cranial nerve, which is at the very bottom of your throat. So you notice that the chant is at the lowest octane possible. All right. So we chant by bringing loving kindness to ourselves, and after we do that, we are going to start practicing on our gratitude, our forgiveness, and then we're going to share that positive energy with all the beings in the world, including someone um, who's been hurting you. Okay, so this is going to be a challenge. I want you to find someone that you just had some kind of disagreement with. It could be a family member. It could be someone you don't know that you were driving and he or she give you a finger. give Try to give compassion to that person too. We are lacking in compassion in our world right now. I mean, for the most part, we have forest fire because we're lacking compassion. We don't understand that we're not just we're not the master of the universe. We're just one being of the universe. Okay, and when we lack compassion for other beings, we start cutting down trees. We start, burning fossil fuel and changing the earth. Right. Anyway, enough of that. Let's just focus on ourselves first. Sit up straight, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. I want you to look at your eyelid. Tell me what you see in your eyelid. You see cloud. You see some flashes of light. You see some color. That's actually your emotional state. Okay. People who meditate for a long time, they see less and less of that. But I want you to see the light behind all that. And I want you to imagine that that is the source of your positive energy according to your religion. Okay. And if you study the 12 steps, we say this is God as you know her. It doesn't matter. It's positive energy. I want you to say to yourself, may I be blessed and be relieved of all animosity and negative energy. May I be blessed and be relieved of all mental suffering. Focus on the light. May I be blessed and be relieved of all physical suffering. May I be blessed and be protected with positive energy. I'm going to chant, follow me. Suki Hotono Puri Ni. I want you to feel your in-breath. Feel the freshness of the air that's coming in through your nostril. That's something that came from the trees. I want you to feel your out-breath. Feel how in comparison the out-breath is stale. That goes back to the trees, recycle it back to oxygen so you can live. The forest fire that I mentioned, all the beings that live in the forest that were supporting the trees, they were all for us. I want you to be very grateful. I want you to be very grateful to not only to our habitat, our earth, our universe, but to yourself, to this body, to your health, grateful to your family, grateful to your friends, grateful to the society, all the people out there who are protecting us, the first line respondents. I want you to go from being grateful to being forgiving. Forgive yourself. Anything that you didn't do right, you promise to do better next time. Think about all the people that you might have hurt because you didn't do well, or that the people who have hurted you. If you could forgive yourself, I think you can forgive others. I want you to put all that people, all that beings between you and the light, and I want you to give them your positive energy. May all beings be blessed so that they could be relieved of animosity and negative energy. May all beings be blessed so that they could be relieved of all mental suffering. May all beings be blessed so they could be relieved of physical suffering. May all beings be blessed so that they could be protected with positive energy. Chant with me. Sati Sata Avoya Hantu Sati Sata Avoya Pacha Hantu Sati Sata Sabi Sata Suki Atano all deep breaths. Okay? And you don't practice compassion or loving kindness by just chanting for a couple of minutes. You practice it all day. You do that with your mouth, with your face, and with your heart. Okay? It just really basically comes down to seeing the goodness in people and speaking the kind words. It's just that. All right? And when you do that, you'll be the first one to benefit. All right, so now this is the second part. The third part is a very strenuous exercise called Jing, YJJ. It's a very old exercise brought to us from a yogi, North Indian yogi, back in the either 4th or 5th century. Okay, and he is actually the person who started the Shaolin Temple, and so everything comes from that. All the what we call QiGong comes from that. And so this is a set of exercise that is very, very good for, I believe, for super aging, right? Preventing premature aging, because it combines the three elements. It's a very good cardio exercise, but cardio exercise in a way that preserves the essence. Okay, so we're not sweating, you're not huffing and puffing, and then it's also a very good stretching exercise. You know how important elasticity is to as we age. And then finally is strength building, okay, preserving the muscle in the body, and you know how important that is too. So before we do that, let's do some warm-up exercise. Put your hands on your knee, and then very gently, this is just like the joint exercise that we do earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're moving from the knee to the heel. So left foot forward, heels up. 1, very gently, very slowly. 2, very mindfully. 3, 4, and 5. Now go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then now left foot, heels forward, upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're moving from the knee to the heel to the toes now, right? The toes. All right. And we sit properly. The width of the foot should be the width of your shoulder, but we open that shoulder, lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin, focus on the top of the head, stand on your toes as if you're pushing your entire body towards the ceiling, and you focus on the top of the head. If you don't, you're going to fall. And then when you come down, impact the heel, that energizes the yang energy in the back of your leg. Second time, up and down. Okay, so if you're not confident in that, just put a chair next to you. Okay, yeah, one last time, up and down. Okay, now we're going to stand on the left foot, kick the right foot. Do this by focusing on the top of the head, especially after you kick. Come right back to the top of the head. Get ready. Get ready. 1, back to the top of the head. Okay, 2 and 3, and then now the other side. Lift up your left foot. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do a Yi Jing Jing exercise. So this is very strenuous. So if you want to skip this, it's okay, or you just wanted to follow, but not necessary with not follow exactly, but at least move your body. You get better at this. Okay. All right. So once again, we stand with the feet same width as the shoulder. Now we're going to rotate the feet so that the toes are pointing inward. Now, it's very important that while you're doing this, you don't lock your knee. You don't have to go all the way down, but don't lock your knees. Just loosen up your knee. And the reason for that is that there's some very important energy points in the back of your legs, starting with the calf and the heel, and you want to energize that. So don't lock your knee, okay? Now, comes in 14 form. First one is called Spirit Boosting Palm. Okay, so you open your shoulder. You put your hands right around the hip with the center of the palm facing down. And you make sure that you're not looking down, okay? So that when you push, the energy travels in your spine. Okay, now get ready. And when I say go, you don't go. You check to see where your mind is. Your mind should be at the center of your palm, mind, body together. Okay, get ready. Go. Feel the vibration going up to the top of the head. Now we're going to focus on our breathing, one breath at a time. 2 breaths, right? Very important to maintain that harmony, yin and yang, okay? Now open the shoulder again. Get ready. Go. And 1 breath, 2 breaths. One last time. Open the shoulder. Go. And then relax. Okay, that sends a shock wave through your spine all the way to the top of your head. And then it actually comes back to the bottom of your spine again. The second form is called pointing. So point is the same as the thumb in Chinese. So your focus now going from the palm to the thumb. The thumb points to this 2 energy point so that you don't have to touch. So you just make a half circle like this. Now you roll up your fingers and imagine you're putting 2 buckets of water, one on each thumb, and you lift up that buckets of water, stretching your thumb. This actually energized a very important yang energy line named after the large intestines. And relax. Don't lower your hand, just relax your fingers. Focus on your breathing. 1 breath, 2 breaths. Second time, roll up your 4 fingers, lift up your thumb as if you're lifting up 2 buckets of water. And then relax the fingers without lowering your hand. 1 breath, 2 breaths. One last time, lift up your fingers, your thumb, and then relax, lower your hand. Back to the breathing. The next form is called beginner's mind. It's the baby's mind. It's how the baby energizes themselves when they're inside the womb. You put your thumb across the center of your palm so that the tip of the thumb is below the ring finger. Then you roll up your 4 fingers and you squeeze your fist. So you're pressing your thumb onto the center of your palm. This energizes the heart and the pericardium. And then you relax. 1 breath, 2 breaths. Second time. And you squeeze, and then you relax. One last time. And you squeeze, and then you relax. Relax your hand. Breathing, 1 breath, 2 breaths. Now put your hands together at the belly button. We're going to take a deep breath so you know what to do. So as you breathe in, you raise your body, okay? Breathe in. And then relax. Now we're going to turn to our back. Focus on the back, right? So the back is the yang energy line that we name after the bladder. Okay, so together with the large intestine, both are responsible for detox. So bring your elbows together, focus on your back, and then stretch your back as if you're cracking the back. And then relax. Back to the breathing. 1 breath at a time. Second time. Squeeze your back. And then back to your breathing. 1 breath at a time. One last time. Focus on the back and stretch as if you're cracking the back. Back to the breathing. 1 breath at a time. Open your fingers, open your hand, okay? Open your shoulder, lift up your fist, open your fist. You feel the blood flowing through your fingers. Now I want you to roll your fist. You do that by 1 joint at a time. 1 joint, 2 joint, lock it with your fist, with a thumb, open your shoulder, and then squeeze. This is very good cardio exercise. And then relax. Back to the breathing. Second time, open the shoulder. 1, 2, squeeze. Relax. One last time, open the shoulder. 1, 2, lock it, squeeze, and relax. Okay, now the next one is called stabbing the shoulder. You're going to feel a lot of stress in the back of your neck and the shoulder. And then after this, I'm going to show you how to massage them. Okay, so they all have a name, that name after wind. Wind means nerve. So open that shoulder. Now imagine you're grabbing a dagger, and then you're pointing the dagger on top of the shoulder, and you stab, and then relax. Okay, now make sure when you stab, you're stabbing on top, not in front, not in the back. Okay, now get ready. Open your fingers first, relax. Second time, grab the dagger, put that on your shoulder, and stab, and then relax. One last time, open the shoulder, and then stab, and then relax. Now the next one is called a cross. This is very strenuous. It takes, you're not used to this. It gets very tiring. But I want you to imagine that there are two walls on the side. All right. So first you're going to rotate the wrist. Then you're going to roll the fist one joint at a time. Take a deep breath and push. Push against the two wall, and then relax. Back to the breathing. Second time. Roll your fist, take a deep breath, and push. And then relax. One breath at a time. One last time. Rotate the wrist, roll the fist, take a deep breath, push. Relax. One breath at a time. Okay, same thing, but in the front, lock your elbow. Imagine there's a wall in front of you. Rotate the wrist, roll the fist, take a deep breath, and push. And then relax. Second time, wrist, fist, take a deep breath, push, and then relax. One last time. Wrist, fist, breath, push, and then relax. Now the next two is muscle building. So imagine you have a bar, grab the bar, and you lift up your head. So you're looking at the bar, and you bring the bar down as if you're lifting your body, using all the strength that you have, and then relax. Now you don't lose it. You don't use it. You lose it, okay? Use your muscle. Second time. Grab the bar, looking at the bar, pull yourself up, and then relax. One last time. Pull yourself up, and then relax. Next one, I call this ripping the foam boat. Imagine you have a foam boat, one half on each hand. And same thing, using your muscle, rip, and then relax. One breath at a time. Now, this is a good time for you to check the inside of your mouth. Make sure that it's not dry. If it's dry, close your mouth. Put the tip of the tongue between your teeth and the roof of your mouth. Second time, rip, and then relax. One last time. Rip, and then relax. Okay, next one is called swallowing to the dantian. So you take your saliva and you swallow all the way down. Before we go to the next step, check your knee. Okay, make sure you're not locking your knee. Go straight down without locking your knee. Okay, keep your knee loose. Now, don't just look at the head parallel to the floor, back of the hand touching. We're going to squeeze the fist 3 times. One time, relax. Second time, relax. Third time, relax. Now I'm going to demonstrate first so you can see me, okay, from the side. So notice that the knee is loose, right? And your hands are facing down like this. Flip your hand, so you're looking at your hand, okay? And then you take a deep breath without locking your knee. So look straight ahead. And then this is when you breathe in, and then you breathe out. And notice that the body is like 45 degrees. And what you want to do is pat right here, okay, where your kidneys are, with empty hand, okay? Then you take your hand and you breathe in like this. Make sure your lower hand looks straight ahead, and then you push like this, okay? So this activates the kidney energy line, very important, okay? All right, get ready. Loosen up your knee, look straight down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Palms forward, lowering your body and push body and mind together. And then take a deep breath. And then exhale and relax. Let's walk back to our sitting position by focusing on the center of the bottom of your feet, one step at a time. And as you approach your sitting mat, I want you to feel your hands. And as you sit down, I want you to feel your butt making contact. We're going to spend 5 minutes just contemplating on our body and the breath. Right? There's a lot of going on right now. You're breathing very, very strong. You feel a lot of heat in your body. I just want you to feel it. 5 minutes. Okay, open your eyes. So we have 15 minutes left, just enough time to do the one thing that we always do, which is learn how to massage the back, the top of the head to the face and the ears. This is very important. Okay, so super aging, prevention of premature aging is all about the brain. Anything can go, right? There are ways you can fix that. There are transplant you can do, not the brain. And if you lose your brain, you lose your cognition, you lose your memory, you lose your motor function. Trust me, you better be dead. You're better off being dead. Okay, it's a horrible disease. Dementia is a horrible, horrible disease, and it all has to do with inflammation. And if you clear your chi, you reduce inflammation. So we're going to learn how to massage the back. There's two very important energy points right here. So I want you to feel the middle of the back of your neck. You feel the two pieces of muscle. You put your thumbs on either side of the muscle, and then you come up until you hit the bone. So it's right where the cavity before the bone. And I want you to just massage those 2 points. This is a very important energy point. This is called the palm of the wind. Wind is something you cannot see, cannot smell, cannot taste, you can only feel. That's something to do with your nerves. Okay, just massage that. Massage that. Now, then there's an energy point right below the ear. You can feel the cavity. This is the wind under the essentially under the awning, right? Under the umbrella, whatever. Now you put your 4 fingers in here, apply a bit of pressure, and you pull towards the palm of the wind, massaging just below your bone, and feel the stress, and just really enjoying that, relieving yourself of stress. Same thing on the other side. Put that underneath the ear, and just pull towards the palm of the wind. Okay. Now this is part of the gallbladder. This is actually part of the triple warmer. Then there's 2 energy points in the back. That's part of the bladder. So you take your right hand, you reach as far down as you can. There's a piece of bone here, right below that. This is called the door of the wind. So you want to squeeze that a little bit, massage that a little bit. Okay, and then just pull towards your shoulder. Pull towards your shoulder. Same thing on the other side. Put your fingers there first, massage that, and then pull towards your shoulder. Pull towards your shoulder. Okay. Now, then there's a bunch of energy points on the shoulder. That's part of the large intestine. So you take your right hand as if this is the tiger's palm, right? Crawl. You put that on top of the shoulder. So the thumb is here and the fingers in the back, and you just kind of squeeze that. Okay, same thing on the other side. Squeeze that. Okay, and what you find is that when you do this, it relieves a lot of pain. All right. So now one last thing, what we're going to do is back to the palm of the wind, and put the hands back. Put the thumb on top. Now make sure that it's right below the bone. Sit up straight. Push down with your thumb, and then lean back your neck. Hold it as if you're squeezing a water hose. And then relax. Okay, so you feel a little tingling. If you're doing this for the first time, you definitely feel the tingling on your head because the chi is traveling to the top of your head. So now we're going to learn to massage. Take all 5 fingers, thumb on the side, fingers in front, and just 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so what you're doing is you're massaging the side and the top. So there's all this yang energy line. Now we're going to tap the top of the head 30 times. Open that shoulder, relax, lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin. So the top of the head is on top of the central nervous system. You take 10 fingers, you put that on top, and 30 times. Okay, once again, thumb on the side, fingers on top. 1, 2, and 3. So now we're going to learn how to massage a face. The face have a whole bunch of energy points. They are basically the ending of all the yang energy lines. So we start with beginning of your eyebrow. Use your index finger. Feel the indentation. And then sit up straight and just press down with your index finger. You feel a little bit of numbness, a little bit of tenderness. Okay. And then now put the fingers in between the eyebrow and then squeeze your eyebrow as if you're squeezing a toothpaste. Okay, now use your index finger, put that at the corner of your eye, massage. Now use your thumb, start at the corner of your eye, move up a little bit, and you find a cavity right on top of the eye socket, the bone. Now this is actually a nerve point for the eyeball. So if you have glaucoma, this is where it happens. So you want to push down with your thumb, close your eye, sit up straight. We're going to do a little bit of eye yoga. Rotate your eye up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up. Go the other way. Left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. And then relax, open your eyes. Feel a little bit of brightness. Okay. Now take your thumb, start at the corner of your eye, right below your eye, back to the tail of your eye 3 times. And then same thing. A lot of energy points here. Okay, now take 2 fingers, put that at the corner of your eye, go down to the corner of your mouth. Now take the index finger, put it right outside your nostril. This energy point is called the welcoming fragrance. This is good if you have sinus problem. Okay, you might want to massage a little bit if you like. Now take 4 fingers, put that on the side of the neck. This is where the body actually senses oxygen to your brain. Okay, and just massage that. Now, locate the center of your palm, put that together. This is actually generating some qi. This is actually very good for your heart. And then put that on your eye, empty hand, without pushing on your eyeball. Second time. Okay, now focus on this because this is actually the only energy point out of the 300, 400 energy points in your body that actually can give out positive energy. Put that. This is why we call the healing hand. Okay, one last time. Put that on your eye. Now put that on your temple, massage your temple, and then massage the side of the face, massage the front of the face, massage the forehead, the top of the head, the back of the head, the lower part of your head, and then the neck. Come back, massage first. Now I'm going to show you how to massage your ear. The ear has a lot of energy points. Divide your ear into 3 parts. It actually corresponds to the energy point in the fetus, except that it's upside down. So first part, put the thumb inside. There's a very important energy point there that will help you sleep and lower your blood pressure. Then put the thumb in the middle, 4 fingers in the back. Then the index fingers on the lower part, the thumb in the back. Now massage the tip of the ear, massage the edge of the ear, massage your ear loop, and then put the hands behind the ear. Go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we have 5 minutes left. And last time we did the fingers, so this time I'm going to show you how to massage your feet. Take your left. Okay, and we're going to massage each and every one of those toes. There's 6 energy lines that originate from the toe, 5 of them actually from the toe. Okay, massage that. Massage the inside, especially the first one. The second toe is correspond to the liver. And so if you have heat in the liver line, then you're going to have a hard time falling asleep at night. You will be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Now I want you to massage the ball part of the bottom of your feet. And then I want you to put the thumb right at the bottom. This is the energy point here called gushing spring. Put a lot of pressure on that. This is the starting point for the kidney energy line. So when we were standing on a toe and when we were jumping, that's why we're doing this. Now, massage the heel. And then a very important part, which is the arch between the heel and this piece of bone. Massage that. And if you feel that your feet has some swelling, this is the part that you want to work on, okay? Swelling is because your lymph node is blocked. Lymph node is part of the splint energy line. And when your lymph node is blocked, then your your immune system deteriorates. So now there's an important energy point right behind the angle, right? And so put a little bit of pressure on that. This is the kidney energy line. Okay, the kidney energy line is responsible for the pancreas. So if you have diabetes, this is a good energy point. Okay, so now another one is 4 fingers above the angle. You feel the bone right below the bone. This is what we call the 3 yin meet. This is a very, very important one. Okay, so now you go from the knee to the angle. You feel the bone right below the bone. This is the splint energy line. So if you have any swelling in your feet, this is where you want to do some scraping, right? We call this scraping. Okay, one other thing, you want to massage the top of your feet in between the toes. And back. And about 2-3 fingers inside between the big toe and the little toe, you put a little pressure on that. This is a very important energy point for the liver. Again, if you have cholesterol problem, high blood pressure, it all comes from the liver, right? So you can't sleep at night, getting too anxious. Okay, all right, one last exercise that we do, a very good one, is when we clap the bottom of your feet, the center of the bottom of your feet and the center of your hand. So how do you do that? You bend your toe, you form an empty hand, you put that together, okay? Then the center of the palm is touching what we call the center, not the geometric center, the center of the bottom of your feet. This is heart, this is kidney, this is fire, this is water. This one is a very good exercise. Sit up straight 30 times. Continue. Okay, massage a little bit. Now, we do the other one. Massage the toes. This is something you can do, when you're taking a shower. Find a plastic stool, put inside your shower, sit down and massage your feet while you're taking a shower. It's very good for you. Massage the inside, especially here. Then this one. Okay, you notice that your feet are very cold because your circulations are very bad. You don't have enough oxygen in your body. Okay, massage the ball. And so the body prioritizes sending all the oxygens to your internal organs, and your feet are very cold. Your ears are very cold. Your fingers are very cold, all for the same reason. Now, do some acupressure on this gushing spring. Okay, massage the heel. Massage the arch. Okay, massage the arch all the way to that piece of bone. Okay, and then massage the back of the angle, sorry. And then 4 fingers, massage right below the bone. And then scrape below the bone. Okay, now massage the top of your feet. Back. And then put a little bit of pressure in here. It hurts, right? Okay, now clapping. Get ready, mixing the water and fire. Okay, go. Continue. Okay. All right, and then as a finale, we do 5 times what we call the lion's roar. Sit up straight, focus on the elbow, sit up straight 5 times, make sound. Okay, so what do? We did 3 things in order of importance. We practice compassion, always be compassionate, ABC. Then we various ways learn how to manage our cortisol, understanding the difference between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, the fight or flight, and the rest and digest, managing the cortisol. Make it a friend and not an enemy, right? And then finally, exercise in various form to allows the life energy to flow freely into our body without wasting any of the essence of the body. Okay, we don't sweat, we don't huff and puff. All right, okay. All right, so I see you all next week. Please practice on your own. Promise me at least 15 minutes worth of sitting meditation every night before you go to bed. Okay, all right, okay. 星期一見。Okay, bye bye.
多謝 Danny 師兄。
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay, bye everyone. Thank you for all the donation.